Hi everyone. It's nice to be in conversation with you like this. Thank you so much for so many amazing questions. I am going to try and take up one question in one video or maybe two, like one question with a longish answer and one with a slightly easier slash short answer. And I will be posting these videos as often as I can, because honestly there's so much to do. I cannot promise to keep posting them every day, but I will post them as often as I can. And today I'm going to answer two questions today. The first one is, what is storytelling for me? The question that Pawan had asked me yesterday. I will try to answer that question, as well as one slightly easier question to answer from Alicia. How have I been spending my time in the quarantine? So, what does storytelling mean to me? Honestly, until few years back, I did not know that there are people on this planet that tell stories for a living, like actual professional storytellers. I had no clue that this profession existed until I met my friend Katerina Rata. She's from Germany, she's from Munich, and I met her at Max Muller Bhavan, Pune. Most of you probably already know that I teach German at Max Muller Bhavan, and she had come once to perform there, and I saw her narrate a story, and it was mind blowing. Like she literally used her entire body, her face, some small props, her voice, and all of this without making it weird and like childlike. She told us stories, she told us fairy tales that blew my mind. Like honestly, I was hooked. I was literally hanging on to each word that she said. And then I saw her perform again in Germany once. So that's when I started thinking about this thing that stories can be told for a living. And then after that, of course, I've heard and seen dancers and musicians and singers and performers, theater artists, comedians, filmmakers, and of course photographers tell stories in so many different ways. um, isn't it beautiful that there's just so many media out there that can be used to tell stories? I find it insane. In photography, specifically, yeah, like I have seen a lot of street photographers tell stories in the most unique manner. What I personally struggle with is to tell a story in one single frame. Like that is something that I've not been able to do yet, very honestly. I love telling stories. I mean, most of the stories that I normally tell are in the form of a photo story where multiple photos are involved, because the stories that I've experienced myself, they kind of difficult to capture in one frame. So what I love to do is sort of show the entire sequence of pictures, and then you have seen me type. I am so bad at it. Like each post that I make has at least two typos. I hate it. So I love to show the pictures in a sequence and then narrate. I love to narrate. I like to use my voice. But yeah, there are people who can write extremely well, and then yeah, like I love reading their captions. But two street photographers that I would love to mention right now are Prashant Kodbole and Swapnil Jedhe. I mean, just look at their profiles. They're insane. They're so amazing. Each frame is a story in itself, and I find it amazing the way they do it. Obviously, each artist has his or her own voice and way of telling the stories, and I think that's amazing. It's because everyone has a unique voice that we have so much variety, and it's interesting to listen to or see stories, right? um I love to tell stories that have either happened to me where I was a part of the story, or I have seen them uh, sort of unfold, and I've experienced them firsthand. And like, maybe I was not a part of the story, but I've seen it firsthand. And those are the kind of stories that I love to narrate or photograph. This works really well for me because weddings have a lot of things happening all the time, and there are so many small stories that get that are unnoticed or get so easily forgotten. So it does me well that I can earn money by capturing these small stories that happen at weddings. But other than that, also I travel every year. I try to travel at least every year. And the way I travel is slightly different. It's not so mainstream, so it allows me to be a part of wonderful stories. And they may not be like extraordinary stories that are so inspiring that they've happened only once in a lifetime. Not those kind of stories, but really everyday or mundane, or just beautiful slices of life that I have the privilege of being a part of. And um, I have the honor of, like, putting them in some kind of a narrative. It's amazing. What I really suck at is I lack the discipline, the organization, the structure to actually sit and work on them and bring them to you guys. So that's going to be my next thing for myself. I'm going to work harder to compile these wonderful stories that I've been a part of and recorded, and they're all there, and I just lack the time, discipline, all of it to actually get to them and work on them. So that's going to be on my list, to actually sit and work on them. Obviously, you've seen a lot more wedding stories on my profile, and those are the things that come up more regularly because, well, I do that for a living, so it happens more organically. And um, now to come to the second question, what I've been doing in the quarantine. um, well um, Honestly, it's not like I have a lot of free time. I have been working for Max Miller Bhavan. I've been taking online classes for them, and that basically requires me to be working for 4 days in the week, and the classes are pretty intensive, so those 4 days are pretty much gone. I have no free time on those 4 days. But in the remaining time, I have been working out regularly and cooking and baking and singing. I love doing those things. Of course, I've also been reading. I have been reading this wonderful book called Dune. Uh, but I would really like to take a minute here and talk about this like entire wave of people trying to use the time that they've sort of bonus time that they've received in this lockdown, and trying to learn new things, new skills, or just trying to do things that they normally lack the time for. And it's wonderful. I love it. Okay, like you heard what I've been doing. I love to use the time that I have, but at the same time, I think it's really important to not lose ourselves in this attempt, in the sense that we shouldn't be doing things because if you don't do them, it will result in anxiety. Like, I think people have also, some friends that I spoke to in the last few days have complained of feeling anxiety because they are not learning anything new, or because they are doing the same things. It's okay. You don't have to, right? You don't have to learn a new skill just because everyone else is. This is a difficult time. Most of us don't realize that there are other people who are not with their families, away from their loved ones, away from their homes, and stuck somewhere, I don't know, in the middle of nowhere. And this lockdown is not easy for them. And obviously, you just keep doing things that give you joy and just survive right now. Learning new skills and making the most of your time is amazing, but you have to do it with kindness to yourself, is what I think. All right, it's almost 10 minutes. I can't believe I spoke for 10 entire minutes. I will try to keep the next videos shorter, but I hope that that I answered your questions, Pawan and Alicia. And I would love it if you have follow-up questions, just write to me and I'll try to answer them as well. In the coming video, I'm gonna try and answer a few more questions that some of you have sent me. Another question that Pawan had asked me was how to develop a personal style, or how to find your own voice of in terms of like photography or narration. That is a question that I will try to answer in the next video. And a lot of you have asked me wonderful questions. So the second question I will definitely think about and let you know, but it'll be a smaller question like today. I hope that this was fun for you to listen to. If it wasn't, or even if it was, just let me know, and I would love for you to send me some kind of a feedback, and yeah, send me some love. And yeah, all right, in the meantime, take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay sane. Bye.